Hello guys and welcome live to my football stand episode 4 this evening. Sorry starting a bit late. Was going to start about 7 p.m. but time was ticking, so I decided to start it about 7:30 this evening. Tonight we're going to talk about today's today's real life Premier League fixtures, and we're also going to talk about my football today. We have a guest on this evening, and his name is Ryan House. Before we get to him, we're just going to entertain you a bit with some couple of songs. So there we go. Those songs were from Chelsea FC, The Liquidator, and song from Middlesbrough, the song. So one of my friends knows that song because he lives in Middlesbrough and he's a Middlesbrough fan. So there you go. Okay. before we get on to the guest um, and also talk about the matches, got a few announcements to make. On Tuesday, it is my next midweek final score starting on Tuesday. Um, and then on the same day as on the same as Wednesday. And then on Saturday, got another Saturday final score. So that would involve FA Cup and Championship football and all sorts. So there you go. So now let's get down to the nitty gritty of this show. So the guest tonight is of course Winehouse. Nice to meet you, Winehouse. How you doing?
I'm alright, how are you doing?
I'm okay. Can you tell everyone the team you support, please?
Liverpool.
There you go, of course. Um, let's start with today's early lunchtime kickoff between Manchester United and Liverpool. It ended in a 2-1 defeat to Liverpool. United won the game very comfortably. Um, and we're gonna speak to Ryan about that game and how he felt how he felt of the game went. So Liverpool. So Ryan, what do you think? How do you feel about today's game between United and
Well,
Liverpool?
I feel quite upset about it because I was hoping for a prediction of 2-1 to Liverpool, but for some reason it went the other way on the other end. But yeah, Man United did look good in the first half to 2 goals, and then Liverpool had a lot of catching up to do in the next half. They managed to get one, but then they had another like 2-3 goals on target and some slices that were just too high or off target, which was a disappointment from them.
Okay. What about the Mohamed Salah chance towards the end of the game?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure really. He almost had his chance, and then he did cross it in for Mane for a header, and all those crosses were beautiful, but just the other teammates never finished it off well enough for him.
So, where do you think, at the end of the season, where do you think Liverpool will be in the table at the end of this season?
Well, I'm hoping for them to stay in the top three and stay at least third, but then we've just got to watch out with Tottenham right behind us. So yeah.
Okay, so that's a bit about United and Liverpool. Um, Now we're going to move on to my football. Now, the first game was an early lunchtime kickoff between Liverpool and United. It was at Anfield. Liverpool went into the game after their 5-1 thumping of Chelsea last weekend. They went into the game to try and sustain that winning mentality, but unfortunately they couldn't and lost 3-0 to Manchester United. So we're going to ask Ryan how he thinks of that game at Anfield. So Ryan, what do you think of the game at Anfield then?
I think it was terrible. Like, they're at their home ground, they know their grounds and how all measurements are and everything, but they still managed to lose 3-0. And Salah with his crosses, again, like in real life, were beautiful, but they were never there to finish it off for him still. It's just annoying. He needs better teammates up front, to be honest.
Well, I could say that I could tell that Lionel Messi was in the starting lineup as well, but he then got an injury.
Yeah.
Um, the manager Kenny Dalglish at the moment is not happy with his side. We'll talk about the table in a minute. His side should be should be winning games after their thumping of Chelsea last weekend, that 5-1 win. Um, but the other manager that will be coming back, Danielle Day. She works at Western Bay. She's the manager of Western Bay and Aspirations. Daniel Day left to um, have her baby, of course, but she will be back in charge of Liverpool from the start of the new season. The other games, the 3 p.m. kickoffs. Gonna ask Ryan what games he has chosen to talk about. Over to you, Ryan.
I've chosen the Portsmouth and Chelsea game where Chelsea win 4-2 because that's Aaron's favourite team, Chelsea, winning against Portsmouth, and I think they did impressive with their corner shots as well, where they all actually finished them, not like Liverpool, dearie me. But yeah, they did quite well 4-2 against Portsmouth. Portsmouth were lacking a bit, but they tried to push their way with two, but just not good enough. And the other one was Bristol City and Tottenham, where Bristol City win 4-1. Tottenham got absolutely hammered by Bristol City, and Tottenham really just have to up their game, whereas Bristol City are doing well in the table at the moment. That's all I got from the Premier League.
Right, can I have the Premier League table so I can tell the results? So the Premier League results: Liverpool 0, Manchester United 3, Portsmouth 2, Chelsea 4, Tottenham 1, Bristol City 4, Crystal Palace 3, Manchester City 1, Porto Rovers 1, Mansfield Town 3, Dover Athletic 1, Western-super-Mare AFC 3, and Swansea City 3, Swindon Town 2. And the evening kickoff saw Arsenal go 7-0 down against Bristol City and lost 7-0. So, Bristol Rovers, I mean, not Bristol City, and lost 7-0. Tomorrow's games are Cheltenham Town against Newcastle United and Queen's Park Rangers against Cambridge United. So, we're going to move on to the table. We're going to talk a bit about this table. So I'm going to go through the table for you guys. So top of the table is still Manchester City, despite that loss to Crystal Palace earlier today. In second is Bristol Rovers. They're creeping up. If Man City lose their next game and Bristol Rovers win their next game, then Bristol Rovers would be in a title race with Man City. And at the moment, that could be a two-horse race at the moment. In third is Chelsea on 42 points. A good win for them today. Ryan Major said after the game he thought his team did well, but he thought his team lacked in defence after conceding those two goals. But he said overall the game was fantastic and he enjoyed it. And he's loving his job at the moment, but they're out of cup action, so all they will do now is focus on the league towards the end of the season. Fourth is Liverpool on 38 points. Despite the loss at home to United today, Liverpool still have a chance to remain in the top four and get that Champions League spot. If they remain in the top four, then Liverpool will have to qualify for the Champions League through a playoff. But if Chelsea lose a couple of games and Liverpool win a couple of games, then Liverpool will hopefully snatch that third place, where they will be in the group stage of the Champions League next season. In fifth is Arsenal on 36 points. Arsenal still within a chance of qualifying for Champions League football next season. Um, they are at the moment in the quarterfinals of this year's Champions League, where they take on Aberdeen in the quarterfinals. Um, but despite that 7-0 defeat to Bristol Rovers, Arsenal um, need to push harder for a place in the last 16 in the Champions League next season. If they don't, then it's Europa League football for them next season. In sixth is Manchester United on 36 points. United are also still in the hunt for Champions League football. At the start of the season, they were down in the bottom half of the table, but now because they have Zidane in charge, he's turned them around and he's guided them to sixth at the moment. So they're level on points with Arsenal in sixth. In seventh today is Portland Rovers. They're on 35 points. Portland Rovers losing today to Mansfield Town. But Mum's team still have a chance of qualifying for Europe. They're in a European place at the moment, but they would like to qualify for the Champions League. But at the moment, I don't think that's going to happen. So yes. In eighth is Bristol City. They're outside the European places at the moment. In past seasons, they have been in Europe, but at the moment, it doesn't look like they're going to do it. It doesn't look like they're going to be in Europe next season. They're on 35 points as well as Portland Rovers. So we'll see how Bristol City do towards the end of the season. Portsmouth, another disappointed display today. Portsmouth were hoping to win today to creep back into the European places, but they have been in the top four, but now they're outside the top six. Actually, outside the top seven. Actually. But if they can win their last couple of games, they only have 8. I think it's 8. Yeah, they only have 8. Is it 8 or 9? Hang on. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. They basically have about 9 matches left to get back into the European places. If you guys think Portsmouth can do that, please drop a like and please comment on it as well. Thank you. Moving on, in 10th is Wrestling Superman AFC. What a season they are having at the moment. They're in the top 10. They're on 33 points. They've got a good squad. They've got Sergio Aguero. He scored today in their win, and they're looking for to cement their place in the top 10. They're not going to get into Europe, I don't think, but hopefully next season they can fight for Europe for the season after. In 11th is Swansea City on 33 points. Another win for Swansea City. Another win for their manager, Gary Neville. Gary Neville said after the game today his team played absolutely bonkers, but that means good, and I think they can finish in the top 10 this season. In 12th is Dover Athletic. They're going down at the moment. They've been poor recently in recent matches. They were in the top half but now they're in the bottom half of the table on 30 points. So um, so that's going to be tough for towards the end of the season for Dover. Cambridge United, who play tomorrow, if they win, then they will be on 33 points and they will go above Dover into 12th. Also played tomorrow is QPR, who are on 14th. QPR won the Premier League last season. They're still the Premier League champions at the moment, but they're not going to retain it this season because they're way down the pecking order in the Premier League. But the manager James Kyon has said next season they're gonna really proper fight for that title again. To bring it back to Loftus Road, and they're on 28 points. In 15th is Tottenham. They're not far off the bottom three. If they lose more games, with 9 games to go, if they lose more games in the Premier League, then I'm sad to say, but I think Tottenham could go down this season. Doesn't look like they're going to survive. But if they win the next couple of games, then hopefully they will survive in the Premier League. And rumours are saying Jose Mourinho could be back at Tottenham. Hi Daryl Johnson, how you doing? We're getting to Middlesbrough in a minute. Thank you very much. Hold on. It's not afternoon. It's the evening. You. Oh, bloody hell, Daryl Johnson. Oh man. So yeah. Rumours are saying that Jose Mourinho could be coming back to Tottenham Hotspur at the end of this season, or towards the end of the season. Don't know yet. So there we are. 16th is Swindon Town. They're on 23 points. What was the score today for Swindon?
They lost against Swansea 3-2.
Swindon Town lost today against Swansea City. Not a good result for Swindon Town. They're just above the bottom three. They're just above the bottom three, Swindon Town. But if they continue to lose in the next games, then I should see them go down this season. 17th is Cheltenham Town. They play tomorrow. A win for Cheltenham Town, and they go on 23 points. In 18th is Mansfield Town. Mansfield Town are sitting 18th after winning 3 games under new management. They're on 20 points. Another win for Mansfield Town probably would see them come out of the bottom 3. Newcastle United, they're struggling. They are really, really struggling to find wins. They need to win, or it will be over for them. And alright, Darryl. Don't need to say that. So Newcastle United, they're struggling to get wins. They need wins, and they need them sooner rather than later, or they will be down to the Championship next season. And last but not least is Crystal Palace. A brilliant win today against Manchester City. They're still in the bottom 3, but another win for Crystal Palace, and they will definitely be out of the relegation zone. So there. Darryl Johnson, if you want to know where Manchester United are in my table, Manchester United in my table are 6th on 36 points. So they're not far off the Champions League places. Darrell Johnson, Man United are. And yeah, and if you want to know where Liverpool are, they are 4th and still remain in the top 4. So there we go. So Winehouse, your reviews on the league table then.
What, Championship?
No, my Premier League. Your views on my Premier League. Just
Yes,
been
what
talk.
about that?
No, not the results.
Huh?
My table. Your reviews on my table.
Well, you can tell Crystal Palace are doing crap. But, you know, they need to up their game a bit, don't they? Do you agree? Crystal Palace update their games, get some more wins, like Newcastle as well.
Alright, I'm asking you, not me on the percenter.
Surprised Liverpool are still in the top 5, even with that loss against Man United. Man City losing to Crystal Palace, so like that was a match between first and last, and Man City lose against Crystal Palace. How is that possible? Like, Man City obviously just think, oh, just let the bottom one get some points to try and move up.
I could tell you I wasn't playing today for Man City. What? You can't hear my cousin very well. I think you need to speak up a bit more so Darrell Johnson can hear you. So like, project your voice. Can you project your voice?
I have been, haven't I?
Why can't you hear my cousin Darrell Johnson? Just carry on.
Okay.
Just carry on, but bit louder. So
Yeah, that game with Crystal Palace and Man City, well, like I said, Man City could have done a bit better, but Man City might have just wanted Crystal Palace to let them get out the bottom a bit, just give them hands, because they know they're gonna win the whole Premier League anyway, of how many points ahead they are. So,
but are they? Because if Man City lose the next couple of games and Bristol Rovers win the next couple of games, then Bristol Rovers might have a chance of winning the title.
yeah, but then I don't think they're gonna be worrying about bottom towards like second and third place. They're obviously gonna worry about ones like that could just go over them. So yeah.
Okay, enough of the Premier League now. We're now going to move on to the Championship. And this will be good news for you, Darrell Johnson, as Middlesbrough manager. Okay, can your couple of games from the Championship that you think are outstanding, please?
Well, the game with Blackburn Rovers and Everton winning 4-0. They're still in the relegation zone, and they're doing quite well against Blackburn, who are just under halfway of the table. So Blackburn have kind of let Everton get a few points to try and get them out the relegation zone, but still are in the relegation zone. So a bit unlucky for Everton, but good game against Blackburn. Middlesbrough against Leyton Orient.
This is for you, Darrell.
Middlesbrough winning 5-2 against Leyton Orient. They did plenty of good shots, all on target. None of them were off target. And Leyton Orient in the second half just managed to get 2, but they just weren't good enough for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough were just too good against them in that match.
Is that it?
And that's it for the championship.
Right, I'll do the results. Thank you. So, the results of my championship today. Here they are. Middlesbrough 5, Leyton Orient 2. Brighton 2, Doncaster Rovers 3. Stevenage Town 2, Notts County 3. Aston Villa 3, Bath City 1. Blackburn Rovers 0, Everton 4. Stoke City 4, Fulham 0. Yeovil Town 1, Derby County 2. Leicester City 2, Tranmere Rovers 1. West Ham United 1, Birmingham City 3. Millwall 0, Burnley 4. And Wycombe Wanderers lost today to Cardiff City by 2-0. You can call me in. You can call me after Daryl, if that's okay. Because if you call me, it's gonna cancel my recording, my broadcast. So if you can call me after, then that won't be a problem. But if you call me now, it's gonna cancel my broadcast, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, it's happened today. Earlier on, when another mate of mine messaged me, and it cancelled my final score. So if you don't mind calling me after, that won't be a problem. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. So yeah, Cardiff City won today 2-0. Got Darryl here, the Middlesbrough manager. Gonna ask you, Darryl Johnson, a few questions. If you can hear me, that is. I'm gonna ask you about the Middlesbrough game today in my championship. They won 5-2. Overall, because you're the manager of Middlesbrough, what do you think? How do you feel about the win against Leyton Orient today? Just send in a comment about saying the game was fantastic. You can tell me about it when you call me after. Just put in a comment about the game was okay. It was fantastic. 5-2. Loved it. Enjoyed it. There you go. No, you're not gonna do it. Okay, fine. Um, just tell me after. I don't know. It's alright. Gonna move on to the championship. So we're gonna move on to the table now. This is how the standings look in my championship. So top of the table is Burnley, who in the week. Okay, okay. Now I'm gonna tell you the table, and you should be happy about the table, because when I tell you, you're gonna you're gonna burst out happiness. So here we go. So top of the table is Burnley after last week's promotion party on last Tuesday. They were promoted last Tuesday to my Premier League. In second we have Doncaster Rovers. What a season they're having. After winning last Wednesday against Birmingham City 4-2, they won again today. They beat Brighton. It was almost a defeat. It was almost a defeat against Brighton for Doncaster, but they managed to pull it back and win 3-2. So that's another good result for Doncaster. In third is Cardiff City. They've dropped into the playoffs, having been in second place quite a while. At the moment, it's looking like they're gonna finish in the playoffs places this season. In fourth is Leyton Orient. A defeat today against Darrell Johnson's Middlesbrough. They lost 5-2. But John Terry, you're gonna laugh at this, Darrell. You're definitely gonna laugh at this. John Terry had a massive injury on his head. Yes, he had a blow to his head, right there, and it was bleeding, covered in blood. So he was brought off. So he's out for about 5 to 7 weeks now. So there you go. Now you're going to be happy about this, Darrell, as you're the Middlesbrough manager. In 5th place and back in the playoffs are Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are back in the playoffs. Just for you, Darrell Johnson. Just for you. They did it for you. You should be proud of your proud of your players. They've done it for you. They're back in the playoffs. They're 5th. They did it for you. 1-5-2, as you said, better performance, and that. They need to carry that on into Tuesday's game against. Guess who it is? Guess who it is, Darrell? It's against, of course, Doncaster Rovers. Yeah, your team, Darrell, are away to Doncaster Rovers on Tuesday. Okay, Doncaster Rovers on Tuesday. You need to win that game. All right. Moving on. In 6th we have Stevenage Town. Stevenage Town lost today, unfortunately. They lost to Notts County, unfortunately, today, but they remain in the playoffs. They could get to the Premier League for next season, but I doubt that because Darrell Johnson really wants his Middlesbrough team in my Premier League next season. Am I right, Darrell Johnson? You want your team in my Premier League next season? You do. I can see it. I can feel your mind. Doncaster is a tough game. Don't know who will do. Never mind. So yeah, in 7th we have Blackburn Rovers, the team that did beat Middlesbrough last Tuesday. Unfortunately, they could not sustain that winning streak today after they failed to beat Everton 4-0. We'll get to Everton in a minute. Okay, thank you for letting me know. They basically Blackburn Rovers did not pick up where they left off last Tuesday after that 5-4 win over Middlesbrough. How? You lost me. You've lost me, Dowell. I don't know what you're saying. I really don't know what you're saying, but you've lost me. Um, let's get back to the championship table. So yeah, Blackburn Rovers. They did not. They did not. They did not continue where they left off last Tuesday. They lost. Um, they lost today against Everton. We'll get to Everton in a minute because apparently Everton have a new manager. And I'll say that in a minute. Yeovil Town. Yeovil Town are sitting eighth. Yeovil Town lost today. They lost to Derby County. Wasn't a good performance from Yeovil Town. I imagine wasn't a good performance for Yeovil Town. But they can carry that defeat. I'm on about that comment about. Okay, okay. Oh, so let me read it again. So, Doncaster is tough game. Don't don't know how we'll do. I think you'll do. To be honest, Darryl, against Doncaster Rovers, I know Doncaster Rovers are sitting second, and you're sitting in fifth, right? If the teams above you, Cardiff City and Leyton Orient, all lose, right, and you beat Doncaster Rovers on Tuesday, you will be in third. Your team will be third. Okay? Your team will be third. If Cardiff City and Leyton Orient lose, your team will be third, and they'll be a couple of points behind Doncaster Rovers if you win on Tuesday. Okay? Right, let's carry on. So yeah, Yeovil Town, of course, they're hoping to get a win on Tuesday when they take on Leicester City. Ninth, we have Leicester City. Leicester City won today. Brilliant result from Leicester. Amazing win against Tranmere Rovers. Sublime. Yeah, I saw that game, Darryl, Aston Villa Wolves. Um, Sublinding display from Leicester. Brilliant, and I think they will carry that into Tuesday. 10th is Aston Villa. Another win for Aston Villa against Bath City. Brilliant display there. Unfortunately, the goal from Bath City. But overall, Aston Villa enjoyed themselves and won the game 3-1. In 11th is Birmingham City. Birmingham City also won today. Same score, 3-1. They humiliated West Ham United. I can tell you that now. They masterminded West Ham United today. In front of all West Ham United fans, I say. So brilliant win for Birmingham. Can they carry that on into Tuesday? Sitting 12th is Brighton. Brighton lost today against Doncaster Rovers. They lost 3-2 today. But a win on Tuesday will turn them around, of course. 13th is Bath City. Bath City. Another disappointing match. Another disappointing defeat for Bath City. After their win last Tuesday against West Ham, they lost to Villa today. So nothing to say about Bath City today. Just say that they lost. 14th is Millwall. Millwall lost to my Burnley, of course. Another brilliant display from the promotion winners, Burnley. 4-0 win. What? You put your head in so Daryl can see you. Put your head in the on the camera.
Why?
So Daryl Johnson can see you.
I'm just reading the scores.
Hey Daryl, would you like to see my cousin Ryan House?
He said no.
No, he hasn't said nothing yet. You're in my Can you Sorry, Daryl, I got an intruder. He's intruded in my space.
Carry on. I'm just reading.
No, I just wanna right. Finish off reading. Right. Sorry about that, Daryl. My cousin was intruding.
No, I just read it on the table.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Right. So yeah, Millwall lost today, unfortunately, to my amazing Burnley. Yeah, my amazing Burnley. Moving on, 15th, Bournemouth. They don't play till tomorrow. So, hey, he's put Yo-Yo Ryan.
Sound.
My cousin put sound. So, that's tomorrow. Bournemouth take on Bolton Wanderers. 16th is Tranmere Rovers. They lost today to Leicester City. Nothing to say on them. Notts County. Notts County is 17th. Another win for Notts County. Amazing. They're going. Okay at the moment. So yeah, that's Notts County in 17th. In 18th is Stoke City. Another win for Stoke City. Well, actually, not another win. A win today for Stoke City. They beat Fulham 4-0. Who Fulham sit bottom of the Championship. So yeah. 19th is West Ham United. They're not far off the bottom three. How did Queen's Park Strangers do? Daryl, just to say, Queen's Park Strangers, you mean Rangers,
Strangers.
don't play until tomorrow. They take on Cambridge United tomorrow, so there you go. So back to the Championship. West Ham United, they sit 19th, and another defeat for them, which is hard for them to mount on. Bolton Wanderers. Bolton Wanderers don't play tomorrow, so I can't say anything about them. Derby County, a brilliant win for them against Yeovil Town. Amazing display, and I hope they carry it on into the week. Wycombe Wanderers. Wycombe Wanderers lost there in the evening kickoff. Wasn't good for them, and they're back into the bottom three. Everton in 23rd place. A brilliant win for Everton, 4-0 against Blackburn Rovers under their new management. And they have a Indian person in charge. Just to say, Indian person in charge. So there you go. And last but not least is Fulham. They lost today, and unfortunately, they lose again. They could be relegated to League One. So there you go. Can I have the League One results, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Egyptians aren't best.
That's an Indian person in charge of Everton.
Ah.
One of my friends from India.
Probably why Everton's a bit bit low down the table, they haven't got Egyptian on their team.
Don't need Egyptians.
Like Salah. Salah the Egyptian.
Moving on, we're moving on to League One now. Darrell Johnson. So these are the League One results. Oldham Athletic 1, Rochdale 2, Wigan Athletic 1, Norwich City 4, Nottingham Forest 2, Lincoln City 0, Sunderland 2, Luton Town 0, Sheffield United 2, Bourneville FC 0, Coventry City 1, Walsall 2, Southampton 2, West Brom 3, Gillingham 4, Barnsley 1, Preston North End 2, Colchester United 2, Torquay United 2, Huddersfield Town 0, AFC Wimbledon 3, Blackpool 1, and Charlton Athletic 4, Leeds United 1. And here is the table. We're just gonna go through the table, and yeah. So top of League One is Norwich City. In second is Blackpool. In third is Walsall. In fourth is Torquay United. In fifth is Gillingham. In sixth is Rochdale. In seventh is Nottingham Forest. In eighth is Sheffield United. In ninth is Wigan Athletic. In 10th is AFC Wimbledon. In 11th is Coventry City. In 12th is Luton Town. In 13th is Charlton Athletic. In 14th is Lincoln City. In 15th is Leeds United. 16th is Huddersfield Town. 17th is Southampton. 18th is Sunderland. 19th is Bourneville FC. 20th is Colchester United. 21st is West Brom. 22nd is Barnsley. 23rd is Preston North End. And 24th Oldham Athletic. So that is the table for League One, Darrell Johnson, and the results for League One as well. And the League Two table, please. Right, we're now going to move on to League Two now, and Darrell Johnson. Here are the League Two results. Morecambe 1, Reading 3. Shrewsbury Town 2, Western Town FC 1, Exeter City 2, Scunthorpe United 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Aldershot Town 0, Barnet 2, Fleetwood Town 0, Rotherham United 1, Leeds Town 2, Southport United 0, Bradford City 1, Barrow 3, Accrington Stanley 0, MK Dons 2, Forest Green Rovers 1, Basingstoke Town 2, Crewe Alexandra 0, Crawley Town 1, Carlisle United 1, and Bury 2, All-Staff FC 1. So, the League 2 table. Top of the table is MK Dons. Second is Shrewsbury Town. In third is Accrington Stanley. In fourth is Basingstoke Town. In fifth is Fleetwood Town. In sixth is Bury. In seventh is Sheffield Wednesday. In eighth is Morecambe. In 9th is Western Town FC. In 10th is Exeter City. In 11th is Crawley Town. In 12th is Reading. In 13th is Crewe Alexandra. In 14th is Rotherham United. In 15th is Scunthorpe United. In 16th is Barrow. In 17th is Carlisle United. In 18th is Barnet. 19th is Bradford City. 20th is Leeds Town. 21st is Forest Green Rovers. 22nd is Southport United. 23rd is Aldershot Town. And 24th is All-Staff FC. And now we're going to go on to the final table, which is the Scottish Premiership table. Thank you, Ryan. And these are the Scottish Premiership results from today. Rangers 6, Motherwell 1, St Johnstone 2, Celtic 2, Hearts 3, Hamilton 2, and St Mirren 3, Partick Thistle 2. So there you go. That is all the tables, and the table for Scottish Premiership. Sitting top, out in front is Rangers. In second is Ross County. In third is Aberdeen. In fourth is Celtic. In fifth is Hearts. In sixth is Inverness Caledonian Thistle. In seventh is St Johnstone. In eighth is Kilmarnock. In ninth is St Mirren. In 10th is Partick Thistle. In 11th is Motherwell. And in 12th is Hamilton. So there you go. Those are the tables. We're coming towards the end of this episode of my football stand. Just a few more words from Ryan House on how the games went today. Just like one league. You could do like Premier League or I don't know, but just some few words.
Well, if I go to the Scottish Premiership, that was pretty good with Rangers still in top. All their games, they've not lost a single one recently. They've been doing very well to stay in top. Premier League, Liverpool still doing quite well, staying in fourth. Man United maybe in sixth, but they're still in the top 10. And then if I go on to the Championship, Middlesbrough, especially with their game against Leyton Orient, 5-2. That was pretty brilliant. And yeah, that's about it really. They're
Okay.
all quite good games recently.
Okay. And Darryl Johnson, do you have anything to add to today's stream? Do you have anything to add? It doesn't look like Darryl Johnson has anything to add. Well, no, he has nothing to add. Okay, thank you, Darryl Johnson. So, just a couple of words from me then. Brilliant results from Chelsea, Middlesbrough, and of course United. I'm on about my football, not the actual one. Of course, Chelsea, Middlesbrough, and Manchester United. Not a good result for Liverpool in the real life and my football, but hopefully they can get back into winning ways. So thank you for Ryan House, and thank you for you, Darryl Johnson. Thank you for joining. To leave to end the end the episode, I'm going to put on the Middlesbrough song, especially for Darryl Johnson. Why'd you go?
Because the ball hit me in the head. And I'm like, where'd you go?
So here we go, especially for Darryl Johnson. Here is Pig Bag, the Middlesbrough song.
Pig Bag?
That is the song.
That's what it's called?
Yes, Pig Bag. What's funny about that? Right, sorry, Darryl Johnson. My cousin was taking the mick out of the Middlesbrough song Pig Bag. Right. So there you go. Thank you once again to Winehouse, and thank you, Darryl Johnson, for joining in. And this has been the Aaron's Football Stand, and I will see you again soon for another midweek final score, and then later on in the week for another Football Stand. See you in a minute, Darryl. Goodbye.